Hey,
Okay, we on.
yay, yay. Well,
Kathy Brown.
welcome, Miss Blazing Peace, Kathy Brown, Kaisha, Miss Everlasting, and
I'm good
myself,
on yourself.
Iridescent. I didn't figure out how to put it in the thing, but Alicia, also known as Curvy Runner Girl. Um, welcome to tonight's GTTW, y'all, hosted by yours truly. And it's going to be eventful and wonderful. Um, do we normally wait like a couple of minutes for more people to join, or how
How
we
you
just
do
jump
is your
on
problem.
in?
You
Ooh,
do whatever you want to do. We here for it, okay? Right.
okay. Because I know Tonka Toy's jumping in because she just messaged me, so I know she's coming. And so yes, tonight's gonna be really eventful. We're in our unapologetically me season. We're going into Aries season, eclipse season, and spring season. We just got a whole bunch of seasoning, and as you know, season makes everything better. Nobody likes anything too bland, so we are going into our season era. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? Yay. So we got
That
a lot
sounds
of seasons
good.
approaching. And our main focus tonight will be new beginnings, like the Aries season is just beginning, releasing and
Ooh.
blossoming. So releasing in the eclipse season is a good time to let things go. We're also moving into Mercury retrograde for the astrological weather out there in spring season. So a lot of stuff blooms and blossoms. And not only that, let's not forget that tomorrow is Good Friday and we're moving into Easter weekend where the resurrection day is Sunday. And so there's a lot going on right now in the atmosphere. And a big part of it too is why we celebrate Easter at different times each year is based on astrological events and things. So it's a good time to start releasing and letting those things go. Put our things that we need to let go on the cross. Let that thing die.
Come on.
And we can resurrect a new being, a new in that new era. That 3 days.
Yes.
So that's the kind of energy we're having tonight.
Love that energy.
Yeah,
Right.
so we're gonna start it off with releasing anxiety and releasing tension that's being held in our body. Sometimes we don't even realize we're holding tension and anxiety in our body. So we're gonna start with that, and I'm gonna walk you through a little exercise of releasing the tension and anxiety in our body. So we're gonna start with our forehead, and so you want to soften your eyebrows. You know, you can touch them like this. See if there's any tension in between your eyes or in your eyebrows. And then you're going to move them up like, ooh, I'm shocked. And then close your eyes. Then we're going to move them up again like, oh, I'm shocked. And then we're going to close them. And then we're going to move them up again. And we're going to close them. We're going to move to our eyes. We're going to keep our heads forward. And then we're going to move our eyes to the left and the right 3 times. So to the left, as far as we can see in our peripheral, and then to the right, as far as you can see in your peripheral, back to center, and then to the left, as far as you can see, and then to the right, as far as you can see, back to center, then all the way to the left, as far as you can see, all the way to the right, as far as you can see, and back to center. And then we'll close our eyes for a little bit, just kind of let our eyes adjust and relax. Now we're going to move to our jaw. We're going to open our eyes. We're going to move to releasing the tension in our jaw. We're going to open our mouth. We're going to stick our tongue out and release. So it's going to go, ah, ah, ah. Yes. And then we're going to do it again. You see, you didn't realize that jaw was tight. You didn't realize how tight it was.
Oh, man.
We're going to take a deep breath. We're going to stick our tongue out again and go, yes. Then we're going to open our mouth wide and then close it. Open it wide. Close it. We're going to open it wide again and close it. Then we're going to shift our bottom jaw to the left and the right. And release all that tension up in here. Right in here, there's that muscle right in there. And we're gonna release that tension. Now let's move on to our shoulders. So we're gonna bring our shoulders up to our ears. Like, I don't know. And then we're gonna drop them. And then shake it out, shake it out. We're gonna move our shoulders to our ears. I don't know.
I don't know.
And then we go, let it go. And shake it out, 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 shake it out. Then we're gonna move our neck to the side. Inhale, exhale. To the other side. Inhale, exhale. Bring it back to center. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And then with our arms. Ooh. Look, I'm getting relaxed. You know, you start rubbing that eye.
Okay.
Something's happening.
That's it.
All right, now we're gonna take our arms and we're gonna just wave them like tree branches, just waving in the wind. And we're gonna release all that tension in our chest and our back and our arms and our shoulders. Yes. All right. And then we can move to our feet. If y'all want to stand, we can move to our feet. I gotta pull my pants up. All right. And then we're gonna shake our hips to the left and the right. And you want to release all the tension. So even if you have to add more movement to it, because we're releasing all that tension, we're releasing all of that stress, all that anxiety that's been stored up in our body. We're letting it all go. We let it all go. All right. Then Woo, yeah. Letting it all go. We're releasing this thing. All that stuff that feels like it's been built up, all the tension and anxiety, we're letting it go. Then we go ahead and take our seat. We're gonna put our hand on our chest. And we're gonna do 3 deep belly breaths. In and out. In and out. And we want to feel it all the way in our belly. All right. And use any of those ever whenever you're feeling like you tense and you ready to stomp on somebody's neck.
That was nice.
Just shake it out. Shake it out. Them
got me a little sleepy.
Girl, I'm over here. I thought I was just tripping. I'm like, now how did I get that relaxed like that? My eyes down low.
I know. You got me over here rubbing my eyes. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Hey, girl, we're gonna have to do that again before we get up out of here, okay?
You know?
Yeah, that was nice. I had a new dance over here.
All right. Okay. So with this releasing, sometimes we are looking for a lot of stuff that we're manifesting. I know the new year is when a lot of people like to do their New Year's resolutions and our vision boards and manifesting what it is that we want. But the best time, just seasonally, if we think about it, during the winter time, January falls in the winter. And during the winter, a lot of things are cold, they're still frozen. But when spring comes, a lot of things begin to open up and it begins to blossom. So a lot of those things that we had hoped for, prayed for, and manifested for in the winter time, the planting those seeds. Now we're in the era and in the season where things are seasoned and good, and now it's about to bloom and about to blossom. So sometimes we got to let go of the flower blossom so that the orange can actually come about. Because, you know, one thing I've learned, we got a view. Oopsie. Admit all. Let's do that. Welcome.
My girl.
Hey,
Hey, Iris.
Welcome, Iris. Welcome. Hi, somebody else, I think. Welcome in. Beautiful Sophie, I believe it was your star name.
I gotta figure out how to change it. How I change it? Y'all know.
Me either. We gonna learn together.
In the settings before you come in, before you go in the Zoom.
Welcome.
You do it in the settings.
Okay. I'll try to fix it when we get done.
There you are. Yes. I
Yeah, I
do
hit the wrong button
apologize
by
for the
accident.
technical difficulties on my end. But welcome, my beautiful sisters and stars and this galaxy of love and friendship that we all have. Tonight we are stepping in our Unapologetically Me season. We're stepping into Aries season of new beginnings. We're stepping into eclipse season of releasing, and we're stepping into spring season of blossoming and blooming. And as you know, season makes everything better because we don't like anything bland. So we are in our season era. Okay. Yes. And so we just got finished doing some physical releasing of tension and anxiety, which we will end up doing before we end up leaving tonight. And so you didn't miss anything. Like our sister Everlasting says, you right on time. You right on time. Okay.
Right. So, that's why you had technical difficulties, because y'all know I had to eat some food, come and sit in front of y'all.
All right. So as we're starting with this Unapologetically Me season, in our season era of releasing new beginnings, reflection, blossoming, blooming, you know, I was getting ready to do the analogy of fruit. A lot of the food that we eat, we forget or don't know that they're flowers, from oranges to tomatoes to like tomatoes, you know, they start off as flowers. And so in the springtime, you got these beautiful flowers that are being, you know, pollinated by the bees and things like that. And then the petals fall off. They have to be released so that the fruit can actually start budding and we can have that wonderful, delicious fruit. And so sometimes we have to release the petals in order for the fruit to actually come on the tree. Because, you know, our roots are deep, we're water, we've been doing all the things, we planted the seeds, you know, one planted, one water, like we had said the other night. And now it's time for blooming and blossoming. And then it's time to release the petals so that the fruit can actually come and we can start bearing fruit and enjoying that season. So my first question tonight then is, what would releasing old patterns create space for in your life? So we'll start. Who want to go first, or do you want to write it down? Because these are also good for this whole season, you know. What would releasing old patterns create space for in my life or your life? So who would
go first? I missed it. It froze up on me. I missed it.
What would releasing old patterns create space for in your life?
That's good.
All right, it's on a new piece of paper.
Okay, you want who? You said anybody?
You'll go first. Everlasting, go first.
Okay. What would releasing old patterns create space for in my life? Oh God, releasing old patterns. It would create more abundance in my life.
Get off my paper.
It would create more abundance in my life because I could spend money on frivolous things, those old patterns of buying this, that even though I know that I don't really need that, or it could be just buying something. It could be whatever it is, even my thought process, the eliminated old thought processes help me create more abundance, you know, it'll make me want to create more. If I didn't, you know, that's good. That's what I got. That was right off the dome.
Hey. Who would like to go next?
Me.
All right. Take it away, superstar.
Joy, peace, and prosperity.
Yes.
Come on, yeah.
All right.
Straight like that.
Just like that. I like it. I like it. Blazing Peace, you want to go next, or Iris or Sophie?
Mine to be peace. Mine to be peace. Mine to be gaining more knowledge and changing my way of thinking. So when I change my way of thinking, I'm be gaining my more knowledge, and I'm gonna have more peace.
Yes.
Man.
All that. That's what I'm saying. When I say abundance, I mean all that too. Though
Oh,
you heard me.
I want
One is a
y'all
one,
to
message is all message. That's why I'm at.
You want to be abundant in all areas. You covered it
whatever
all.
you can think of.
That's why I said get off my paper, because the first thing I wrote down was prosperity.
All right, all right.
Look at Iris smiling down, girl. What you got over there?
She got something good.
I'm just vibing off of y'all, because all I keep thinking about is, like, if I quit smoking and quit eating out, you know what I'm saying, I could probably have more financial stability.
Yeah.
Like you said, like that abundance of financial blessings and just abundance of blessings, period. But for me, it would definitely be like the piece of money. You know what I'm saying? The PAC of money.
Come on. You just gonna do me like that because I didn't say it fully out my mouth when I heard it in my head to say it. Like if you put that smoke down, you will have more than you ever thought in your life. You know what I'm saying? If you ever just stop buying that. Okay. Thank you, Iris.
Okay, let me add to that, y'all. You can put it down, but if you don't have discipline, you're gonna find something else to spend that same money on. That's what I did. My discipline had to catch up with me stopping smoking because I replaced it with shoes and clothes. But God fixed it. Jesus, thank you.
So you gonna do me like that? Cause I just said that I literally didn't buy nothing. I ain't been buying no smoke, but I just ordered some shoes and some stuff. I said, you know what? The money I ain't gonna spend on that. I'm gonna just buy this. Oh God, okay. So I hear you, God. I hear you. Okay.
That's because you still ain't gave me my boots, but okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I cleaned the closet, got them in the whole box. I got you.
And on a side note, a good tip for that is to give your money purpose. Give your money purpose. Because when your money doesn't have purpose or a task or what it's actually supposed to go to, then it will go to whatever. Because it's like, I'm free. I'm a free agent. But when I don't know much about sports, but free agents can go to any team they want to. But when you're signed to a particular team for a particular time period, you have purpose for that particular team because you're signed to that team. It's a contract. So if you give your money a purpose and sign them to a particular team, whether it's your if it is your shopping fund, then set aside, there's only so many team people who could play on the football field at a time and the basketball court at a time. There could be tons of football players for that team, but only so many members can actually be on the field at a particular time. So all of your money is players on your team, but some of them are defense, some of them are offense.
So you're talking good now.
Some of your dollars go to the mortgage and the rent. Some of them go to the utilities. Some of them go to bills. Some of them go to things that are considered usage. Some of them go to things that are cash or that we like, that cater to our
miscellaneous.
Right. So we don't want it to just be miscellaneous free agents. We can assign them their actual duties.
Yeah, come on, Alicia. That's good.
Like Iris, you got your curse. You got your curse jar, Iris. Make you a smoke jar. I said you got your curse jar. Make you a smoke jar, and put the money in there, and say what you're gonna do with that money when the jar gets full.
Yeah, actually, I was even thinking about. I was even thinking about envelopes. Yeah,
look, don't even turn it into the smoke jar. Turn it into whatever the jar should actually be. If it's Savannah, then put Savannah on there, and then that's what goes in there. If it's
like, I'm gonna put Disney World, right? Disney World on the jar. Put it in there.
Yeah. And then
that's gold money.
That's the purpose. Because we're not focusing on the smoke. We're not focusing on the cursing. We're focusing on the thing we actually want. So in this new season, we're gonna keep our focus on the things we actually want. not the stuff that we don't want no more.
And that's why you the captain of this ship tonight. Thank you, ma'am. Straighten me out.
Tell me again, you said give your money an assignment.
Purpose.
Yeah,
Give your money purpose.
Yeah,
give it a
your
purpose.
money
Girl, I put stars around that, like, give my money purpose.
purpose. Yes, because and it doesn't matter how small, how large, or whatever. Even down to the change you get back has purpose.
Yeah.
It goes in. I have a little jar, and that little jar is my coin jar, because that's where my coins go. You get what I'm saying? And then once it fills up, then I take it to that little coin machine, and that is my fun money. Like whenever it fills up, I can do whatever I want with my coins.
Right.
In that particular jar. Good. Now, granted, I have other money that has different assignments for fun and play, and for paying off credit cards and for paying these things and whatnot. I've assigned them to those things. So when my friend calls me up and says, this week is so-and-so's birthday and we're doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, oh, that sounds wonderful. I will catch y'all on the next one, though. Because
my money got love.
Okay, my money got purpose. Okay,
I'm tell them happy birthday and send them my love.
Been assigned to that. It ain't my money assigned to that. You're gonna have to catch me a little bit later. You know, and then I even said, is there some stuff that doesn't require, you know, are y'all doing certain activities that won't require us to go out or something like that? You know, because I don't mind participating, but if there's a fee attached to it, then I ain't coming. So
you have to be like that, because at the end of the day, them people ain't coming to be responsible for the things that you want and need, unless God send them directly. He will provide, but he promised to provide it. He ain't say he's gonna keep giving it to you after you blow it on something else and he done gave it to you.
This is true. That was a great little segue. I liked that.
You ain't give us your answer.
I sure didn't, did I? So what would releasing old patterns create space for in my life? The old patterns of bringing around back to self-sabotage, beliefs, letting go of those things is going to create space for opportunities like this, being able to command the ship or co-host and host, being able to step into my purpose and to actually show up for myself. Let going of those things will create space for me to be the boss, to be the boss that I know that I am. But it's time for the world to see it as well. You know, my close sisters here, you know, we know our abilities and our gifts, but it's time for the world to see them, and letting go of those things in that, what will they say? What if no one likes me? That's just in your mind, and it's in my head. And once I'm releasing those things, so I can embrace and create space for what if it works? Why not me?
Yeah,
that's what we talked about earlier. The why not me?
I like myself? Don't worry about them liking you. Like yourself.
And so definitely releasing the fear and the doubt, and those things will create space for opportunities and blessings on top of blessings. And that's what I'm looking for, and I'm anticipating and thankful for already, because I'm thankful for it before I see it, because the past and future are all one, you know. For it now. So definitely letting go of that stuff, and even some of the other things like being and saying no, letting go of wanting to say yes to everything, create space for me to say yes to the actual things that I would like to do, and that has been a big one, you know. Releasing that feeling like I'm obligated to do certain stuff just because, you know, being able to actually truly say no, no thank you. I'll have to catch y'all on the next one. Create space for wonderful opportunities like this. So I'm loving it.
That was good.
All right.
That was good.
Jumping into that side. On to our next question. We got one that's a little bit more lighthearted, because that one was kind of heavy. I might say, I admit it was a little heavy.
But it was beautifully done.
Yeah, We gotta do art. There we go. Okay. So what are you interested in that you haven't tried? And we'll start with Superstar. What are you interested in that you haven't tried yet?
Zip lining, parasailing, and I plan on jumping out of a perfectly good airplane.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. All right.
There's nothing holding me back. My weight is not an option anymore, so there's no excuses.
Okay, okay. Because I was just about to ask you why.
Because I've always wanted to do it, and then I had a fear of heights. And I do not want to leave this earth from this vessel this time around without doing the things that I want to do. It's nothing against nobody else, but I'm going to do the things that make my spirit happy.
I love it.
And if it goes wrong, hopefully I won't know it but a minute.
Come on.
All right. All right, to our next beautiful star sister. What are you interested in that you haven't tried yet? Blazing Peace?
Well, I want to zip line and I want to ride the jet ski. Yes. I want to zip line and jet ski. I want to be in Vegas zip lining.
Right there on Fremont Street?
Yes. I was out on the zip line and I want to go down to Fremont Street in Vegas and I want to zip line and then I want to go to jet ski.
They need to put one across the Grand Canyon.
Ooh. Y'all some adventurous women. I love it. I love it.
But Alicia, honestly, y'all, I've been so afraid. And because of finding Kaisha, because first it was Kaisha, then God had her co-create other things and pull this group together. And it's easy to say, don't live in fear. God don't want you to live in fear. But it's hard to trust and not be afraid. But I've learned through the word not to be afraid. Change is inevitable. And it's the only thing that's constant. It's constantly changing.
That part.
And I live my life in a box, and I don't want to be buried in one.
Yep, and it ain't that he don't want us to be in fear, because he just said that I didn't give you the spirit of fear. You know what I'm saying? Fear is its own spirit, you know.
And that's something we pick up on our own.
Yep, and not only that we pick it up on it's human nature. You know what I'm saying? It's animal nature too, because animals when you scare them, their reaction is to jump. When you know what I'm saying, anybody is to just somebody comes to jump. It's like, but don't live in that jump era. You know what I'm saying? When you notice that it was just a jump, now move forward. You know what I'm saying?
I got stuck, paralyzed, all of that. That's and I told myself I just didn't like change. No, you just scared. Call a thing, call it what it is.
True. So Blazing Peace, you had more on your answer?
I'm gonna go my first cruise ship this year.
Me too.
Oh yes.
Can we plan a girls trip? Can we plan a girls trip?
Yeah,
after
we
July
could.
though. After July though, because you know our.
We is.
Yeah. All right.
Just tell me where you want to go. I can set it up and book a group trip, or at least you can set it up and book a group trip because we both travel agents.
We can do it. And so you said you are doing your cruise this year. What stopped you before? Or just the perfect timing, just timing, divine timing.
That is true. And also I never knew in my life about a passport. And then I grew up and everybody's like, get a passport. Even Case hollered, get a passport. I said, okay, I'm going to get me a passport. So I said, I'm grown now. I got a passport. So now I can go some places that I never thought I could go. So yeah, so it's exciting to go, and it's gonna be 7 days, and I never been, so it's something new. It's off the bucket list, and I'm ready. I'm so ready.
See, and that's good thing.
It's something new in life.
We all going on a
different.
cruise this year because that was one of my what to do's too. Okay, that cruise. I'm going. That's it. This year, 2024.
I want to go to the VR
without a cruise in.
That's where we going.
That y'all
to the VR. See, you know what, y'all? The 6 set of people that I know that's going this year. My nephew just came back, and I can't go because it's already planned, and I've got plans to go somewhere else. But it's okay. It's gonna happen. Because I gave my money purpose.
We ain't going to October.
Okay, but wait, where y'all selling out from?
Miami.
Oh, that's down the street. Girl, that's down the street. We need to look into that, y'all.
Yeah, it's going out on October the 12th. I mean October the 13th. My mama's birthday. We're coming back on the 22nd. The 21st. Okay. Where it's like it's 7 days.
I'll get with you after the Zoom. Yep, I'll get with you after the Zoom or later on tonight.
Yeah, and it's 7 days, and it's my first time ever, and I'm excited. I'm just I've been ready to pack since day one, but everybody told me it was too early. But I'm ready to pack right now, so when the day comes, I can just walk out the door.
Look, it's never too early. Look, if you stay ready, you gotta get ready.
You hear what I'm saying?
If you stay ready, you gotta get ready.
Right.
So you good. So we got next one on the same question. What are you interested in that you we still got some more that you haven't tried yet? Iris or Kaisha? Either one of y'all? Kaisha, go ahead.
Okay. What I haven't tried yet. First was that cruise. I said I want to go on a cruise, and I want it to be, I was saying 7 days is good. I could even take a 10-day cruise at this point. What I haven't done is I want to go around the world. I'm interested in that, going around the world. I want to go to different places. One of my next number interests is getting on that camel in Dubai. I want to ride the camel.
Yes, me too.
And I want to have one of them beautiful dresses on, get on the camel. That's what I'm interested in. Like, have one of that, put it around your face like that. Oh, give my little eyes done, get me on that camel. And my last one is get married. I'm interested in that. I haven't done that one yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm oh, and all the horns is blowing outside.
Come through, God.
It's coming.
That eclipse is coming. That eclipse is coming, and it's bringing some powerful energy with it.
Yes,
I love it. Yes,
I'm so excited.
New season, this new era. So the new season in this era is gonna be a little bit different. Something might get spicy. It might get a little spicy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, get a little spicy for me. I'll take a train ride too through a couple states. I never got on a train and rode through a couple states neither. That's something that's
my thing too.
Now do that. Okay, that's it for me. I'm done. Iris, you could go on here. Look, the horn's still blowing out here. God's still listening.
All right. What are you interested in, Iris, that you haven't tried yet?
It's so wonderful that we all want to do the same thing so that we can do it together. But I put the jet skiing, the cruise, of course, parasailing, and a week like on a beach. We've never stayed like on a beach. We went and like walked it or whatever, up to the sunrise on the beach. Like I want to have that experience. And I want to try a Wagyu steak. It's supposed to be the most tenderest, best tasting.
And it costs about $300-400.
Yeah.
Is it beef? It's still beef?
What you say? A Wagyu?
A Wagyu steak. And they got them in Vegas, and they cost $250 in Vegas.
Yep. I seen it was in Vegas, had me Googling Wagyu.
Oh,
yeah, I still.
Okay. Yay!
Come on, Miss Fancy.
I know I still ain't been to Vegas yet.
Take me there. I want to go there.
Yeah.
Take me there. Let's go there.
Just take me
to
when you go, just cut off a piece about this big and put it in a Ziploc bag and bring it to me, because that's all I can eat.
It's like you couldn't sing that song without finishing that part.
That part. All right. It's
this is so good. Yes, ma'am.
Yay. So what am I interested in that I haven't tried yet? So it's been on my my wish list for a while, and it's to run a half marathon in every state.
Okay.
I haven't branched outside of the state I'm in, so I got 49 more to go.
Come on.
That's 49 more to go. And I'm interested in becoming a millionaire. I haven't done that yet. Multi-millionaire.
Okay. Ooh, Alicia, speak it up in this. Speak it up in this.
I'm interested in becoming a multi-millionaire.
That abundance.
So that was way high on the list. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Yes, me too. We all looking 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion. Give it to us, guys.
This is
just
true.
Pay me to be just pay me to be your security guard. I got you.
And look, and then like I'm adding all the other things and under that too, because the travel in the world, that was definitely on there. Hitting up Europe, each continent especially. We just have to ride by Antarctica and look at the penguins and the whales and the polar bears.
Yeah.
Get
in our private jet. I
want to go to Madagascar.
Take a couple of pictures, you know what I'm saying? But hit up the other continents. I would definitely love to see them in the different places, you know what I'm saying? And because we got a beautiful world, and it's to see it.
I'm learning.
So I definitely piggybacking on that one too, because I'm enjoying it. But then my definitely my top two. Y'all know I got a big old wish list of things I have that I'm definitely interested in trying, and I look forward to trying them and making those plans, because sometimes we can prepare for the season we're in even if we're not there just yet, right? We can prepare for a season to come, and we can use, for example, we'll use Miss Kathy Brown, Blazing Peace. She's already preparing for the cruise, and it's not next year, it's not next month, but it's coming up, and it's coming up soon. And so she's already preparing for it. She's already put in some type of, I wouldn't even have to say sacrifice, but she's already put in some type of dues to it, and she's already prepared for that cruise. It's something
she gave that money a purpose,
but it's coming. She's already given the money purpose. She's already given dreams the purpose, because at some point she had to vocalize and she had to go ahead and put some plans to that thing, and also have ear to hear when it was her turn to go. You know what I mean?
To God be the glory.
That part, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes we have to go ahead and get prepared for those things, for those times, like she went ahead and got her passport. I'm just using it as an example, if that's okay.
Oh, that's fine, because you know what? I started last year right after Thanksgiving.
And see, sometimes it takes a minute, but there's a starting place. Each one of the steps gets us to where we're going, because it's not just like, okay, let's just go on a cruise tomorrow. No, up to it. Sometimes we because Kaisha and I were talking about the baby steps. Sometimes we want to take one big old giant step, and it's not time for us to take a huge giant step. Sometimes building those building blocks is going to create the good, steady, firm foundation to get to trying to go, and for all those things to happen that we know that are coming, that we're grateful for, and we can already that bad, because we already know what the day is gonna look like. We already know we're gonna be doing X, Y, and Z, hitting up the casino, hitting up the pools, hitting up the you know what I'm saying? So she don't have to wait until the night before to pack, because she already preparing now. And like she started preparing last year, and there's probably other things that she was doing even the years before that got her to the November of last year. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why it's important.
We always want to know that progress over perfection, all the things in between, and celebrate those victories that are happening before the big one happens. Because right now we celebrating that first cruise now, because we already know what's happening, but we're celebrating it now. And sometimes we got to do that with our other goals, other goals that seem like they're so far off. We're preparing now. The same with Superstar, you know, Tonka Toy. You were preparing to have the zip lining and to do those type of excursions. You prepared for them, not just now, but you started preparing for it before. You knew that there was a certain type of restrictions or prerequisites to do those activities, and you've already started preparing for it. And now you're at a place where you can go ahead and say, I can do that. You know, the same with all of us. There's certain stuff that our mindset had to get to a place that we can actually say, you know what, that's possible. Because sometimes we can even block ourselves on what we think is possible for us. And we've been doing the work. We've been doing the inner work. And we've released those things that have been holding us back to be able to accomplish those things so we can move into it. All right.
Yeah, it's been you know what though, it's why it's good to plan. I've been wanting to go stay on the island of Jamaica for years. And when we get off this Zoom tonight, y'all, I'm making my last payment, and my all-inclusive vacation for my birthday will be finalized.
Come on. Congratulations.
Congratulations, right.
Come on. Aruba, Jamaica. Come on, let me take you. Come on.
That was on the thing.
Come,
pretty mama,
Montego.
Kokomo, yes.
I wanna be your.
That was on Don't Forget the Lyrics last night, because we recorded it, so we were watching the old episode.
Yeah.
I love how in sync we are. Y'all, oh, real quick. I was hoping Miss Nash was here, but you know how we was talking about hearing God's voice Monday? I left to go to the post office, but my spirit kept taking me to UPS. So, it's cheaper at the post office. I turned to go to the post office, but my spirit would take me to UPS. I said, okay, God, I have to be obedient. I don't know why I'm going to UPS. What's my assignment? Pull up the UPS, and there's this young man walking out of the wood line, and I could see the hospital band around his arm from my truck. And by the time I got my spirit right, I said, God, is this my assignment? He had walked past me. I got out my truck and I ran up to him and I had a conversation with him. He looked like he had been beat up and dragged. I bought him lunch. We sat down, we ate lunch. I said, don't be offended. I just want to bless you and buy you lunch. And that was my challenge. I told everybody to do something nice for somebody else that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I literally, and it just felt good. I said, Lord, I know I'm not going to share this testimony with my circle. I'm not boasting, because you're supposed to do stuff and not talk about it. I'm not boasting, but it's just amazing how we were literally just talking about hearing his voice. And I heard what I heard. You ain't going to no post office. You going to UPS. You might go to the post office afterward. And I did. But I was there in time for my assignment. And it was, I sat in my truck and cried for about 30 minutes after that lunch was over. Because I know he's preparing me, making sure I know his voice from any other voice.
Let me tell y'all something, girl, while you saying that. That Moses Testament on Netflix, y'all know y'all ain't you watched the Iris. It just came on today.
Yeah, I started watching it, but I stopped it because I said, no, I got to sit down. I got to sit down with this.
When I tell y'all, yes, Iris, watch that. It's 3 episodes, and it's like an hour, 30 minutes each episode. When I tell y'all, when you can think outside of the box, and just like she said, like you hear God's voice, you know the voice, how Moses had nobody seen the voice. All I could think of, why would they put this movie out right now today, on this day, days before Easter and before the next solar eclipse? You know what I'm saying? The next solar eclipse, it's gonna be 300
years away.
Years before we see another one, and for the Israelites, for them to be in that for 400 years, girl, this ain't no.
How many years before the next one?
365.
And it's 365 days in a year.
You hear what I'm saying?
Shut up.
I'm sorry, Alicia. Go ahead. I'm done. I'm done, Alicia. Go ahead.
But they try to tell, but they're giving people.
I got chills.
They giving the people the signs to let you know it's real. He's real. You better get on the
If you in the
bandwagon
dark,
now,
you gonna
because you ain't gonna have no chance later on. You better jump on the bandwagon now and get to know who he is, because it's real. Stop playing with him. It's real.
And I tell y'all, if they can make a movie about it, it's been done and seen.
This is the last days right here. These last couple days, these next, and April 8th, the world will never be the same. If you're not vibrating on a high vibration and you're not thinking positive, you don't have this mindset of wanting more in your limited thought belief system, you're going to be stuck in a cycle in the dark, like how Moses was when he told them, let my people go, and he wouldn't let my people go, and he made it dark for them, and it couldn't take sitting in that dark, all them, everything died, it was just like when you watch it, you're going to see the analogy, how it's coming in real life. It could come from cancer, girls. Yeah, I love it.
That's so my mama's birthday.
I'm excited
That's my mama's birthday.
April 8th. Girl.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Amen.
Let it go. Release it. Release it.
Right.
Girl, let it out. Oh, I love y'all so much.
Oh my God. We just had something major happen on Kai Mama's birthday last year.
I think everybody's mama's birthday this year gonna be having something happen. That's nice. That's nice. That's it's awesome.
Ain't that right? On my mama's birthday, my daddy rose. Then on her, oh girl, shut up talking to me and keep on. Alicia, go ahead with the next part.
Please.
All right. So as we're released, going into these new beginnings and this blossoming, we definitely need to take on some sense of self-care, being unapologetically ourselves. And self-care can be a whole bunch of different things, and self-care is not the same for everybody. But particularly tonight, we're going to talk about growth and healing and resting as part of our self-care and our self-care routine, right? Because even Jesus had rested during the storm. Mark 4, chapter 4, 36 through 41, when it was the huge storm was happening, and the disciples were like having a whole conversation amongst themselves, and then they go and wake up Jesus because they're like, you don't care about us, you want us to die in this storm. And Jesus in some rest.
The boat's rocking. The
boat is rocking. And in a storm, God say, take some rest. You need to rest. And then he got up.
Jesus rocked himself to sleep.
That part. So Jesus rested even during the storm, and sometimes during our storms we need to go ahead and take up some rest. And maybe and there's some other parts of where it's like during some of our toughest times we feel like we got to put in more effort and more work to make something happen, when in reality we need to just let go and let God and take a nap, or think about it, or go ahead and take a couple of days to just let it be. So healing can look like celebrating your uniqueness. Healing can also look like being honest with yourself. Healing can look like practicing speaking to yourself more kindly. It can look like trusting yourself to make the right decision, validating your feelings and your experiences, and embracing the past. So as we're thinking about self-care and well-being in this new season, and we're releasing those things from the past, healing can look like so many different things. And we don't just try to forget the things that happen. We also embrace those things, because we don't never lose. We just learn, right? So I always like to toss it out there.
I love that. I love when you say that.
Was nice.
We don't lose, we just learn.
And in this rest, we're also going to learn relaxing. So Exodus 14:14, and Exodus, like in Moses, because we got Passover and Easter is usually around the same time. Relax and be still, and give the fight to God, because God's gonna fight our battles. So Exodus 14:14 is about relaxing and be still. God's gonna fight whatever battles that need to happen. We don't got to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Let God
it's a fixed fight.
You know what I'm saying?
God is so good. I just said, if God is your co-pilot, you need to switch seats. I just told them, let him drive. Sit down somewhere.
Let's just up in the other spots. We didn't even need to be up there in the front. I don't need to get there.
Get in the bed. Get all the way in the bed.
You get what I'm saying? I don't need to see how I'm gonna get there. Because I know I'm gonna get there. And it's the same, like we'll use that same analogy with flying. You know what I'm saying? There's different parts of the plane. You got the cargo part of the plane where all the luggage goes. You got first class or business class where it's a little bit more space and a little bit more comfort or whatnot. And you get maybe some food and drinks included. Then you have coach or just economy where it's real cramped and whatnot. But we all going to the same place and we're gonna get there. We don't need to be in the front
at the same time.
And we don't even need to worry about passing out the food to the other people. We can enjoy our ride wherever it is that we are on the plane. And know that we're going to get there safe and on time. It doesn't matter where we are in our blessings or in our seats, whether we at the window, in the aisle or whatnot, because we're getting to our destination and we're getting to it on time and when we need to be there. And we don't have to try to take control. We don't need to see and check in with them and say, hey, are you sure your coordinates are right? Are you sure? I'm supposed to be headed to Puerto Rico and I ain't seen no ocean yet. I've been looking at all I see is this wing. Are you sure where we're supposed to be? We don't gotta have to check in. You know what I'm saying?
Micromanaging.
Just know you on the right. You're on the route to your destination. Maybe it's something we don't know. We don't know if it's a storm or some clouds or some lightning. Do a little detour or whatnot. Just know we gonna get to our destination on time and all those things will be there when we get there. Sometimes our luggage gets there ahead of us. Sometimes we put things in place ahead of us, waiting for us to arrive to that destination. And it's just waiting for us to go ahead and get off the plane, debark, and then pick up things. You know what I'm saying? And then there are times when we arrive ahead of schedule too, and our luggage is not lost looking for us. And that's okay too. You know what I'm saying? But in any of those scenarios, we've come prepared because our carry-on got some pennies and some things that we need. We are not just keeping all the things that we need in that luggage that got lost.
Amen. Amen.
So we're gonna hold on to that as well. And as we're continuing to grow and learn in our wisdom, Proverbs 1, verse 5 is about growing in wisdom and continuing to learn and continuing to grow, that growth that we're talking about. So growth is going to take us to our next question. And that is, what do you struggle to love about yourself? And what can you do to begin to love that part? So as we're now releasing and we're opening our space in our heart and our mind towards the things that we're interested in that we haven't tried yet, but we're celebrating and getting ready for those things. What is it? What do you struggle to love about yourself? And what can you do to begin to love that part? Who wants to volunteer and go first? All right, Iris. Miss Selfie, start.
I got one question.
I gotta put it on the screen. I don't, well, I'm gonna say it like this. I struggle to love my stomach. I love my stomach a lot of days of the week. I love it, it's a good stomach,
I love that. I love your stomach. That's a beautiful stomach. I love that stomach.
Do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But since it's connected to my back, it's got to go. So what I think I need to get back in the routine of working out. I got a little discouraged at the beginning of the year, and I was still in that place where I was caring about what other people thought. And I ran across this post, and it said, all right now, all y'all people don't be running to the gym because it's the first of the year, taking up all the machines and did. So I ignored it, and then I just stopped going. But I'm gonna start back going to the gym so I can get rid of my stomach, which in turn is gonna help my back, and then I can love all of me completely. I do now. I would like to improve. It can be better. The stomach part. It can be better.
See, and you did the biggest step when you took responsibility, because wishing it away don't work.
You gotta
put
trust
in the
God,
work,
pray
and
it
you're
away.
doing good.
You just
Trust God
pray
on
to
your
that stomach.
time.
You gotta
Pray
pray on that
on
stomach,
your
girl.
time.
And you got. He said, "I ain't gonna remove that stomach till you love that stomach. So you might as well just love it and then watch it change."
Right.
Your time.
I got
Yep.
you.
And remember, we're working on our wording, right? So we're working on how we speak to our stomach. So we're not trying to and let it go, because that could get a little shock, because it's like taking a piece of you away that has brought you comfort and that has brought you strength and that has helped you, right? So we don't want to think of it as removing it. We're giving it a different purpose.
That's good, Elise.
We're giving it a different purpose. So we're giving our stomach purpose to, let's go ahead and shrink a little bit, and we're gonna transform so that we can help out the back. So stomach, I love you so much. Is there something you can do to help me? Because our back needs a little bit more support, right? And the way I need you to support me in this era, this new season that I'm going into, because you've been comforting me, and you've helped cuddle me, and you've been a lot of peace and comfort. And this new season that I'm going in, I'm going to need more strength in my back. So if we can strengthen the muscles in that stomach. So stomach, I need to strengthen up some of the muscles, because see, we know that the muscles gonna help burn those fat molecules, right? And then it's gonna naturally start to shrink it and curve how your body already curves, right?
And I feel like my stomach done got little right now.
Those things, we want to melt away the thing that's not serving us, versus saying we just gonna remove it, because we're not just gonna remove it, because our stomach could get a little culture shock and be like, nope, I'm staying for real, because you ain't evicting me.
Girl, my ass got fat already. My ass is fat. It's right now, my stomach going down. As you've been talking to it, it's like my stomach been going down, and it's just like, come on, your ass gonna be fat. As soon as your stomach go down, you gonna it's gonna be a fat ass. Oh God, I love it. Thank you, Elise.
I be talking to her. Sometimes I make her talk like this, but I'm like, oh, look at you. I see you melting away. Oh, do I see the little, you know how when you see the abs on the side when it's and then I be in there like, oh girl, look at you dipping. We dipping. We ain't rolling no more. We dipping. You see what I'm saying? You gotta encourage her. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I'm gonna talk nice.
Okay. Look, we all have those things that we want to transform, because we just gonna transform them.
Unapologetically me.
Unapologetically you. Yes. Because that's what we're moving into. And we thank you for sharing. We thank you for sharing. You know, and being vulnerable, you and your stomach, okay? Because my stomach ready to zero shame.
Give her a name, girl. Give her a name.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pray over all of that tonight.
Yes. And if a time comes that you actually need to do some type of removing, then you can appreciate her and release her, you know what I'm saying, to the new space and to the new place that, you know, the new purpose that she has at that point. You know what I'm saying? But until we get to that place, it's appreciation and gratitude, and don't feel like you have to separate the two, because sometimes our diet culture and things like that can make it even harder for us, certain things that we've heard, or even a narrative that has played in our mind. You get what I'm saying? And so a big part of that is pushing those things out and putting a new tape in the thing. You know, like you remember the cassette tapes, you know, sometimes it'll get all wind out and it'll start like warping and it'll be like, right?
Put it back
out. And then you have to straighten that thing out and then fix it, put the little pencil in there and then straighten it out. You get what I'm saying? And then sometimes, you know, it pops and you got to mend it and transform it a little bit so that it can play. Because you can't keep forcing it to do a certain thing without transforming it and doing a little bit of you know, tweaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And girl, you got me seeing us with the tweezers and the scotch tape trying to put that thing back together, cut the bad part out, and put it back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
God
so
is so good. So
all
good.
the time. And
Mhm.
so we'll say the question to the next volunteer. What do you struggle to love about yourself? And what can you do to begin to love that part?
I'll go next if I can. Um, I told y'all earlier, change. So the changes within my body. So now it's like if I didn't know I was looking at me, I wouldn't know who I was looking at because I look like a totally different person. But I'm loving on me. And I literally just said today, as part of self-care too, it goes together. I want to see myself the way others see me because we are our worst critics. So I want to go and get some bourgeois photos taken.
Mm-hmm.
So I can be in my feminine energy, most vulnerable state, so I can see myself the way other people see me.
All right, all right. Okay, so you spicy era.
So I can walk just like my vision board, full body mirror, so I can walk through my house and see me on all my essence all over the place.
And all
But
right.
in areas just for me. Yep.
That's good. Thank you.
I love it. All right, next. What do you struggle to love about yourself, and what can you do to begin to love that part?
Well, oh wow. Whew. What I struggle to love about myself is I always not speaking up. That's what I struggle with myself. But now I got a voice.
Thank God.
My meditations help me. The meditation class helped me to find that voice to where I can actually say what I have to say, but say it in a different way. And before I say it, I have to pray about it so it can come out right. So then I'll have to repeat myself over and over and over and over again. So it keeps me on track. So yes, that's what I now I love it because I can actually have a conversation. If something's bothering me, I can actually have a conversation now and be like, okay, this is what it is. And that's what it is. And ain't no sense of getting mad because we just talk real. I mean, it's just real life. I mean, just the way you have to come about it. But yeah, that's what I struggle with myself because I was like, you too kind-hearted. Everybody walk over you. But I can't change who I am. Because that's how he made me. So it's time for me to get that voice. So it's time for me to get my voice back. So my voice back, it means to speak up and to say and to talk and to be heard when I need to be heard. So yeah. So that's how I started loving on me again when I started my little meditation classes and I found my little voice again.
Yeah.
Got me feeling some type of way because I feel like I'm a little sophisticated a little bit more. Girl, yeah.
You got your power back. You took your power back.
Okay. Oh, yes. Love it.
I love how connected we all are.
Come on with that badass meditation coach y'all got had.
I battle with that same issue until I did what you did, took the meditation class.
Yeah, that's it. Because you lose it. You'll lose it after a while because you let everybody
you
just
get to know yourself.
Yeah,
yep,
it's like you let everybody speak over and make your decisions, but your decision ain't my decision. Just like my priorities ain't your priorities. My things are not your things. It's not the same. We're totally different people. So it feels great to know this again.
That's
and it's wonderful. Look at me, I'm over here like it's wonderful.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, because see, you are the author of your story.
The star.
Keep control of your pen. Keep control of your pen.
All right, Kai. What do you struggle to love about yourself, and what can you do to begin to love that part? Kai was about to say to bring love to that part. Is what I was about to say.
But you're right, because that's where it's at. Because I'm conceited as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm really confident in what I've been walking in this. It feels real good, and I trust God. I'm confident in my trust of God. That's why I'm conceited at. You know what I'm saying? I'm conceited to where I know that I know that He there. I know I ain't gonna never let go. I be so holding. I done let go so many times for so many different reasons in so many different ways. This time I'm just like, boom. So on what I struggle with loving with myself is this little hair, like this little dark stuff. And that's the only, like my outer part, everything in my end, I'm good. Baby, I be like, oh God, I trust you. I be a little true, but that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't struggle not loving that part. I love the not know. I love the if I go this way, what it happened, or if it don't happen, if it do happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with that. But it's this, and what I can do, I got this turmeric soap, and I've been using it every day, and so now it's getting a little lighter. And then I said I'm gonna give me some little laser surgery. You know what I'm saying? Have a little laser thing so I can get that, or give me a little laser pen or something, whatever they got, and I'm gonna just
that
get
devil lie.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing that. I got the cream for you.
And then when I do that, I'm gonna be really too much shit. I'm gonna have my head back real, like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'm walking, I'm like, oh God, and that's it. That's it. Really, it's like something on the outer, so it's nothing right. And I love. I walk that love shit.
Oh
yeah, you're good. You don't have to get the laser surgery. You don't have to get the laser pen. I have cream for you. What it does, it makes you shed a thin layer of skin until you get to the tone that you want, evens out your tone. I had a soldier that had got burnt in Saudi Arabia, and he's lighter than Alicia, and he was your complexion on one side of his face, and they prescribed him this cream, and he don't look like he been burnt. And
Come on,
my dermatologist prescribed it for me for my spots when I was in a car wreck, and they had to take needles and dig the glass out of my face that I scarred up. It works. I just have to be consistent with using it. So I got a stockpile of it because I haven't been using it, but I've been keeping getting the refills. So I will send you some.
Thank you, girl. Look, you don't ask. And Kathy Brown, is that another moment of you don't know? Because if you don't ask, you don't receive. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna share this, and I'm sorry, Alicia.
This right here,
take one little moment and throw this out.
burn, but it was black, and now it's brown.
Help me clear that up, Tonka Toy. I thank you, girl. Sending love and light. I appreciate that. That just really hit me right there. Oh God, thank you. Now I ain't gotta. So now I'm really too hot. Now I'm really too hot to try. Lord, keep me cool. Okay. Look, 2 times. Wait. Earlier today, we was on that live. I didn't even know that was Alicia. First of all, I did that reading. That girl, Kathy Brown, you was there. She did. I didn't even know that was Alicia, girl. And you said all the rainbows and everything like that. It was super amazing. And then Alicia, you wasn't there when I did Kathy Brown reading because they cut me off. They reported my live, cut me off, and I came back. When I say Kathy Brown, we did that reading. She got the water and the mountain, and she done gave us that book to read, Mountain is You. And so she had the water in the mountain. And then I said, girl, Kathy Brown, this and that, da, da, da. All I know is to grab this book and open this book up and just, I hear what I heard. It was so amazing how it happened. I just want to share this with y'all because God is something that's going on. It's shifting in all our lives in this time. Like Alicia got us here tonight, unapologetically me. You got to high your vibration. You got to really walk into what you know. Like she said, love that stomach, Iris. Love on that. Love that. You know what I'm saying? Keep that high vibration like that. Girl, when I opened that book and it said June 24th, if I couldn't remember Kathy Brown, I'm gonna remember your birthday forever, okay? June 24th, I opened that book and I said it opened up at June 24th like that. Kathy Brown said, that's my birthday. I said, what? Out of 365 pages in the book.
There go that 365 again.
Oh God.
And gave you that 65.
There go that 365 again.
There go that 365 again. And I'm just talking. I ain't purposely mean to say it. I'm sorry, Alicia. That's done. I'm finished. Go ahead. You the best. You doing an amazing job. Do what you do.
It's your turn, Miss Alicia.
So
what do you struggle to love about yourself, and what can you do to love it?
Right. All right. So here lately, I've been finding myself, because we been drinking more water and things like that, right? And I'm one of those heavy bleeders, right? To TMI, it's a TMI moment. I'm a heavy bleeder, and because I've been working in office, I haven't been able to just do how I'd like to be. You know what I mean? When I can work at home and then just use the bathroom when I want to. So I never really realized how heavy I flow until I have to be in other places, right? And so I've literally been talking to my body like, come on, girl, now. Uterus now.
Right.
I want to wear some light pants, and you've been keeping me in black this week. And so up with the tampon and pad and whatnot. And I know TMI, I apologize for this section, but
ain't no men in here. Go ahead, girl.
And so here lately, I've been talking to her. I was like, you work with me, I'm gonna work with you, right? If we can space out how often I need to, because you cutting into my breaks.
Yes.
Right.
So, I have specific break times, you know what I'm saying? Which I didn't have before. I used to have more freedom, when I just worked that. And so, and it's almost one of those like noticeable things. And so that's something I've been working with. And so prior to, I was just doing the pad and having to change constantly. And so that's when I've been doubling up and doing the tampon and then the pad. And then it gives me a little bit more leeway. So she's working more with me. So she's like, okay, I'm not going to cramp you up super bad like I was doing before, but we are going to bleed. And that's kind of been the compromise that me and my body has been doing. And I've been able to accept it. I'll see certain things and it's like, I can balance my hormones with some dandelion tea. So here lately, I've been using more dandelion tea to help balance my hormones out. So not so long, right? Doing the double up, and then I'm beginning to realize I'm like, okay, this ushering is it's a natural thing. A lot of people go through it. I'm not the only person, right? And it's not just a thing I feel like I'm suffering. It's something that I that is a part of who I am. And it's okay to be not a 3-day bleeder. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay to be a supersizer. It's okay to have a, you know what I mean? And to accept and that's fine. You know what I mean? And if I need to take an extra break, I'm going to take it because I need that extra break. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I've been accepting and embracing too. And been doing different things like that to not just because that's part of me. I was like, is it because I have more hydration in my body now? It's like it's making it even more heavier than it was. And I've been noticing in the past couple of months, it's been less days. I've been doing my dandelion tea. I've been being more conscious of it, and actually there's no clotting. You know what I'm saying? I know it's too much TMI. And so it's been improving. The more I've been accepting me and her and my uterus and all the things that she provides life and cleansing to my body and my blood, it's been making it a different experience with this thing called menstruation. You know what I'm saying?
That's why her name Flo. You still flowing, girl.
And so I'm beginning to love that part of the nature of me. And she's been improving. And so the more I've been embracing her, she's been embracing me back. And as you can see, I wore khaki today.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
You good.
I'm gonna wear my light blue jeans tomorrow.
And you notice you don't appear to be a stressor. And because you vibrate high and you're such a positive person and you're becoming more positive just when I thought you couldn't be more bubbly. That has a lot to do with it, Leisha. And that tea works. The hot stuff will keep you from cramping. A little shot of whiskey will keep you from cramping because it'll break those clots up. But we have that. I had 7-day cycles before I had kids. And then I had my first kid, then it went down. Then I had my second kid, then it went down between 1 and 3 days. Then I went for 13 days and I had what they call an ablation done, where they had to go in, it's almost like a DNC, and remove the thin liner from my uterus Then I had a 1-day cycle, and it was so light I didn't have to even wear nothing but a panty line. No, we don't know rhyme or reason to why our body does what it does. It's just a positive thing that you're embracing all aspects of it now. And then it's not a chore. You're not miserable because, oh, here we go, I dread this. You're being positive through it, so it's gonna be easier.
I was miserable.
Because I had to wear tampons and pads all the time.
I was miserable. I ran and got me a Mirena. I ain't gonna tell no tale. I showed it. I ran and got me a Mirena. I told him, I said, I want to shake this world. I don't know why people breathing and moving. Oh my Lord, I just don't know why they moving. And why do I got to move? And why are we talking? It was bad. I was miserable. I sure did. Ran and got my Mirena. Went to menopause with it. Ain't got no problem no more.
I know that's right.
I sure did. I couldn't take it. I couldn't. I was a big baby. Because I went on this walk I'm on now. That's what it is.
Yeah,
if I was on the walk back then, it'd been different, but now, then, no, baby.
Because a dead man don't say ouch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just go ahead, embrace it, and you know what I'm saying? Know that it's coming, it's releasing. What did I tell you earlier, Iris? I forgot what I said, something.
I was just gonna say something about that because I think we had this conversation this morning. Because Lord knows, first thing I did when I woke up was say, oh, okay, this is what we doing today. God, I'm still alive. I feel them. I feel them. I feel them. I know they there. I feel them. Got to embrace it. You say it's just a part of the part of the woman that I am, or something like that you had said. And I have to embrace that part of me too, because it is a part of me. Even the way it make me feel, the way the mood swings and all of that stuff is still a part of me. So
the feminine, the feminine. Son, I said something like that. The feminine power that's in you. Oh the feminine
your body
power
is releasing things that no longer you need.
Feminine power, and you have to release that power at times. You know what I'm saying? It's released. Y'all gonna get through it. I just finished up. Y'all gonna get through it. Y'all I love it.
Yes, y'all will.
Oh, y'all gonna get through it because I don't have them problems no more. But menopause was no fun either because, honey, menopause took me through night sweats to the point where I had to get up, change my nightgown 3 times some nights. Had a fan mounted on top of the bed, on the nightstand. Yes, ma'am.
And sometimes you
sometimes you sheets.
Look, I said sometimes you got to change the sheets.
And I said, yes, ma'am.
And I'm like embracing it all.
It's part of womanhood.
A womb woman. And so this segues me into our self-care can look like portion. So self-care can look like asking for help. Self-care can look like spending time alone. Self-care can also look like putting yourself first and asking for what you need. Self-care can look like setting boundaries. Self-care for me looks like staying home sometimes. Self-care can look like saying no. Self-care can look like forgiving yourself. And self-care can even look like taking a step back. And so
was she on the phone with us this morning? Because half of what she just said, we were just talking about that this morning.
Look, I'm just sitting here quiet.
That GTTW power of connectivity.
Oh, look, and then this segues me into my 5 do's and don'ts of self-care. Okay. So my first do of self-care is to prioritize self-reflection. Take some time to assess your needs and your emotions and stressors. Self-awareness is the foundation of self-care. My second do is to find activities that bring you joy. So find activities that brings you joy, that you can have a little bit that will nourish your soul. So it's not just about relaxation, even though we talked about rest and relaxation earlier. Identify those activities that genuinely make you happy, whether it's reading, painting, running, or walking, spending some time with your loved ones, whatever that is for you. Find activities that bring you joy. My third do of self-care is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment without judgment. It can significantly reduce your stress and also increase your self-awareness. So try to incorporate some mindfulness techniques, such as meditation, like the meditation classes, and exercises, and different little things like that, and introduce them into your daily routine and make it a part of your entire journey. My fourth do is to seek help, professional help whenever you need it, in any type of aspect that looks like. And sometimes even just finding a sister that's been through something that you've been through, seeking some type of professional help, whatever that may look like for you, because sometimes we're struggling and we're facing these challenges and we get overwhelmed and we don't know what to do. And so sometimes asking for help and actually coming up for some air. There could be somebody who is going through the same thing or has been through that thing that can be able to help you in that situation. And so it's not a sign of weakness. Seeking help is actually a sign of some strength.
And thank you, Kathy Brown.
My fifth do for self-care is to be consistent with it, and whatever consistency looks like for you. Establish a regular self-care habits, no matter what that looks like. As we said in the beginning, self-care can look different from you to me and for somebody else. Whatever self-care looks like to you, make it on purpose, make it intentional, make it something that you're doing on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. Sometimes self-care can be something as simple as I don't know, I know it sounds weird, but like taking a bath rather than a shower. You get what I'm saying? And using the soaking salts or soul healing salts. Sometimes self-care could be.
Ooh, nice commercial. Oh, I love it. Soul healing salts. I got them. You can't get them from nobody but me or Iris.
Sometimes self-care can look like taking 15 minutes in the morning to just be with God and yourself. You know, it can be not answering that phone call, whatever the routine that you need to set for yourself, whether it's having a rising routine when you get up, or even a nighttime calm down routine, whatever you can to sprinkle some self-care into your everyday daily life and weekly life is definitely a do. So do know that it's vital to maintain your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. So following these do's of self-care, just tailor it to your own unique needs. Prioritize your self-reflection. Don't neglect your basic needs. Find joy in activities. Practice mindfulness. Seek help when needed. And sometimes avoiding comparing yourselves to others or overextending yourself, or using self-care as an escape, or feeling guilty for taking self-care. So you don't want to do that either. But you definitely want to create your own self-care routine. And as we're beginning to wind down, before we do our releasing of tension and anxiety, a little exercise, I'll invite some questions, but our task, our homework for between now and the next time we see each other on Monday, is to take a 15-minute sensory walk, which means you want to try to go outside. If the weather is not nice for you, or between now and then, do some form of 15-minute self-care to yourself, but make it very sensory, meaning look around. What do you see? What do you smell? Hear? What do you feel? If you do have an opportunity to do your 15-minute walk outside, then look at the trees, or look at the cars, look at the people walking by. See if you can spot some birds. What kind of birds are there? You know, what do they look like? Are they doing a type of song? Do you see any butterflies? Are there flowers blooming? Do you see any animals? Or how does it feel? Do you smell any of those flowers? Do you smell some that stink? You know what I'm saying? make it sensory. You know, and how does it make you feel? And when we see each other again on Monday, we'll talk about our 15-minute walk and the things that we experienced on that walk.
Okay.
And really quickly, I have one more exercise before we do our releasing tension. Pick a number between 1 and 20, and then I'm going to give you your tip for embracing your journey. So, Miss Kathy Brown, you go first. Pick a number between 1 and 20, and we can't repeat numbers, by the way.
5.
Okay.
5. Your tip is to be mindful. Practice regular mindfulness to stay present in the moment. This can also help you reduce stress while increasing self-awareness.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, Iris, pick a number 1 through 20, but not 5.
9.
You said 19, correct?
Yes.
Get rid of
1 through 20, but not 5. I love it, girl. Not well, now it's 1 through 20, but not 5 nor 19. Oh, girl, you got me over here. I'll just go ahead.
So tip 19, get rid of perfectionism. Accept your imperfections as they make you human. Perfection is not necessary for you to be happy.
Confirmation.
I received that. That's so good.
Girl, rub on that stomach.
Yeah.
Between 1 and 20, but not 5 and not 19.
Who, me? Kaisha.
Kai. Kaisha.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was in there, thought you was talking to it. 17.
All right, 17. Listen to your intuition. Trust your gut. Your intuition can be a powerful guide in making decisions. Make this up. This is just how it goes, okay?
Because I look too good for this necklace. I'm conceited. I got a reason.
And y'all know the class that I'm taking is intuitive development course. Intuitive development life coach. Okay. I heard 17 so good and I wrote it down like 17. Wait your turn.
You got your turn.
Your intuition.
Come on, man.
Start talking toy. Pick a number between 1 and 20, not 5, not 19, and not 17.
13. My birthday.
13. Tip 13. Stay authentic. Be true to yourself, especially when you are
facing
or peer pressures to conform.
Say again, because I want to write that down.
Your 13 is stay authentic. Be true to yourself, especially when you are facing societal or peer pressures to conform.
Thank you, God.
And tell me 17 one more time. I just want to get it.
What was the last part? I'm sorry.
Especially when you are facing societal or peer pressures to conform.
Gotcha. Thank you.
17 was listen to your intuition.
Okay.
Trust your gut. Your intuition can be a powerful guide in making decisions. And 19 was get rid of perfectionism. She's like, I got it. You ain't gonna repeat it. Number 5 was
mindfulness.
Be mindful. Yes, mindfulness. And I'll randomly pick a number right now, the second 7.
Go
not
ahead.
5, not 19, not 17, not 13.
Yes. So follow your passions. Pursue the things that truly make you happy. Your passions can guide you to a more fulfilling life if you know what they are. Make time for them.
My baby's gonna be running them marathons in every state. Look at God, y'all. Look at God.
You got down to 13, Tonka Toy?
Yes, and it came out today in Georgia Lottery, pick 3. My birthday came out, it didn't come out 5/13, but it came out like 153 or 135. And I miss it every time because I don't play the lottery.
Shut your mouth. My mama's birthday on the 13th. On October 13th.
Then I'd be like, dang. And And you know what? Thank you for that, Alicia. For real, for real. Thank you for being obedient. Thank you for bringing a different flavor to the picture because, baby,
yes,
I put peer pressure on myself because I slipped back into that phase of worrying about what somebody else gonna think. And I don't know, y'all can give me some insight on this, but I was meditating and thinking about how, and let's talk about karma. Yeah, karma is real, but after meditating today, my spirit says, for me, what I got from it, karma only comes for you when you intentionally do malicious things to hurt somebody else. But if you're genuinely doing something and your focus is to make your spirit happy, you don't have to worry about karma.
Karma is good and bad. Karma is everybody get karma. Karma is reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's all mean the same. It ain't no such thing as bad karma and good karma. It's all karma. What you get out is what you get back. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know about the universal law. Universal law never lies. You know what I'm saying? So what you give out, the way that your heart is you're gonna get it back. You know, that's just the
and that was
law.
part of my fear.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I asked. That was part of my fear because I'm like, but I've never done anything intentionally to hurt anybody. So why are you worried about karma coming back to you if you did nothing bad? So if you're only doing good things, then you're only going to get good things back. That's not to say you're not going to have struggles in some areas and you're not going to go through some stuff because God gives his hardest battle to his strongest soldiers. Because sometimes we go through things for those that can't because he won't put more on you than you can bear. So sometimes we have to stand in and be, as an intercessor for somebody else and not know why. That's between God. That's his business. He'll let you know if you need to know. But being an overthinker, I just think too much into stuff and pick it apart. So this group has really kind of helped me, in meditating classes helped me to slow my thought process down. So when I do meditate, there are certain things that come, certain topics that come up that I sit after I'm done meditating, I can really jot it down and sit with my thoughts about it. And so I'm getting very strong with that.
That is amazing. We thank you for sharing. And then we're going to round it out as we're coming to the close of tonight. Remember, via Unapologetically You, we are stepping into this new season of new beginnings. We are releasing and we are blossoming. And part of the releasing, we're going to go ahead and close out tonight with releasing of anxiety and tension in our physical bodies. And we're going to do it from our head to our toe. And we're going to go ahead and start with the tension between our eyes and our eyebrows. And so if you go ahead and place your 2 fingers on your eyebrows and go ahead and put them in circular motions on your eyebrows and go ahead and put that tension in there. And then you can close your eyes while you do it, or you can leave them open. It's up to you. But then we're going to go ahead and open our eyes. We're going to raise our eyebrows up in shock. We're going to have them in shock. We're going to raise them, and then we're going to release them. You can close your eyes. And then raise your eyebrows again, and then close them. And then raise them up again, and then we're going to close them. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to take our eyes. We're going to keep our head forward, but we're going to shift our eyes to the left and the right. We're going to look in our peripheral as far as we can go left. And we're going to hold it. And then we're going to switch our eyes to the right as far as we can see in our peripheral. And then we're going to bring it back center. And then we're going to do it again to the left. And then to the right, as far as you can see in your peripheral. And then back to center. And we're going to do it one last time to the left. And then to the right. And then back center. And then you can close your eyes and kind of relax all of those muscles and release all that tension. And then go ahead and then open your eyes. And then next, we're going to go ahead and release the tension in our jaw. And so this is always fun. You're going to stick your tongue out and go, and we're going to do that 2 more times. Take a deep breath in and then stick your tongue out and go, We're going to take a deep breath and do it one last time. Stick your tongue out and go, Yes, take a deep breath in. And then we're going to open our mouth very, very wide to release the tension in our jaw. So, and close. And then we're going to go, close. Go one more time. And now we're going to take that bottom jaw and we're going to shift it left and right. And you want to release the tension in here. There's this muscle that keeps our jaw in place.
Oh my God, I feel it. Oh, Jesus.
And you want to release the tension there. All right. And now that we've done that, we're going to move on to our neck and our shoulders. So you want to go ahead and lean your neck to the left and hold it. And make sure you're breathing nice and calm. And then shift to the right. Breathing nice and calm. And then to the left again. Nice and calm. And then to the right. Nice and calm. And I love that. You can bring it forward. And then bring it back. And bring it forward again, slowly. You don't want to give yourself whiplash. And then come back center. And then we're going to take our shoulders and we're going to have our shoulders touch our ears. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And then we're just going to let them fall. Let them fall. Then yeah. Then want to bring our shoulders up again to our ears. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
And then drop them and let it go. Release that tension. As you drop them, drop all of those burdens, drop all of those boulders that you've been holding to, all of those cares. Just let them go. Let them go. We're going to bring those shoulders back up to the ears. Hold it. And then we're going to release it. And just drop it and let it go. Then just shimmy shake with them shoulders. Yes, 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 yes. And now as we start to shimmy shake, we're going to let that go into our arms. And then we're going to just fling our arms like we're doing a nice little shimmy, or our arms to the branches of a tree. We're just swinging, just swinging.
Anime bullet.
Right.
And then as we do that, you're gonna make sure you got the jazz fingers going while they're leaning over there to your side, and you're releasing all. Make sure you might feel it in the middle of your back, because you know our backs be holding up our boobies and kind of heavy. So release that tension in there. Open up that chest. Make sure the fingers, jazz fingers. And then as we continue to do this, we want to take it down into our feet, into our legs. And so if you can, do some standing up. And then we're going to release the tension in our hips. So as we continue to sway our arms, we can do it more rhythmically. And then make sure those hips are moving. And you're moving and releasing all of that tension. Rhythm.
Ooh, yeah.
And so if you need to move the hip over to the side to release whatever tension you feel there, and over into the other one. And taking some good deep breaths. And then we can go ahead and take a seat. Then put it on our chest. We're going to take in 3 deep breaths. From our belly, these are belly breaths. So we want it deep enough so that if your other hand is on your stomach and one is on your chest, you can feel like your chest and your stomach rise as you inhale and exhale. I'm going to do one last one. And on this one, we're releasing all of the stress of the week and of the month and of last season. And we're letting it go because we're embracing the newness. We're embracing this new era and this new season. And I thank y'all so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure. Yes, and any last remarks before we go?
I love y'all.
Yeah, that was my
right on time.
I love y'all so much. Yeah,
exactly what I needed. It's exactly what I needed when I needed.
That was nice. Great job.
Thank you for being obedient.
You did a great job. You did. I want to say that you did a wonderful job. Now you pick Tonka Toy because she got to be next, I'm sure.
Yay! Superstar!
You
Yay!
Yay!
I thought about some Alicia Nash, your turn to fix. I look at me always busting somebody out in the head.
No, hey, thank you. It's good. I don't mind. I don't mind.
I promise I will eat before GTTW on Monday.
Yes, and congratulations on your Monday. Okay, congratulations.
Thank
Already.
you. I'm excited.
Hey, BJ, you know we be seeing you over there.
And have a beautiful Good Friday in the Resurrection Weekend, Passover, and all the likes. Our scriptures were Mark 4:36 through 41. They were Exodus 14:14 and Proverbs 1:5. Yes. And our homework is the 15-minute spiritual walk or sensory walk. And it's
all spiritual.
All together. So just be cognizant of what you see, hear, and smell for next time. And we love you. I love y'all.
Love you.
I'm bagging you up right now, Kaisha.
I see y'all Sunday.
Thank you. I see y'all Monday. I love y'all so much. Y'all have
love y'all.
I see y'all Sunday, Monday, and Thursday.
Church Sunday. I see
y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the church house on
Sunday. I'll see y'all Sunday. It's on.
Sunday, Monday, and Thursday.
I'll catch one of the services, but I will be in the church house too on Sunday.
Okay.
Love y'all.
Love you too.
Y'all too. Good night.
Good night.
Sweet ladies.
Mm-hmm.